All right. Let's see. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
You can take your time getting set up if you need to.
I'm ready. Hold
All
on.
right.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I did Disney gender stereotypes. And for the first one, Disney gender roles. The female role in Disney is very misleading. Girls are portrayed as weak, helpless, and sometimes perfect. Disney princesses, or almost always thin, have perfect skin and play the role as a damsel in distress. Disney female gender role. Disney has created that role, which is unattainable for most girls. These perfect expectations are very unrealistic. They can cause lifelong self-esteem issues, and obsession with beauty can increase girls' vulnerability to issues such as eating disorders, depression, and risky sexual behavior. A realistic female role. First and foremost, women can choose whatever role they would like to opt for themselves. They should be able to mold their own lives, creating a path in which they desire. Women have shaped society for the better. There have been many women in history that have paved the way, combating the stereotype that Disney has created for them. And then I have two examples of realistic female roles. The first one is Michelle Obama. Most notably, she was the first black first lady, and her recent achievement is her book called Becoming. In her book, she tells the tale of a young girl born in Chicago. The book takes you through her growing and formative years. It tells how a woman found her voice in a discriminatory society, how she emerged strong, fearless, and confident. And then the second one is Rosie the Riveter. Rosie the Riveter is a cultural icon of World War II, representing women who worked in factories and shipyards during World War II. These women took entirely new jobs, replacing the female workers who joined the military. And a quick fact about Rosie the Riveter, over 300,000 women worked in the U.S. aircraft industry in 1943, making 75% of the industry's workforce women. And then Disney's male role. Disney has created a role which entitles a male to be dominant, brave, and heroic. Disney male characters are always saving the day. The Disney male role has become very unrealistic. Not every male in the world can play the part of a hero. And then a realistic male role. In the real world, not every male can play the part of a hero. This is okay. There are many other things you can do in the world besides becoming a hero. Not every male can be strong or good looking. And for the unrealistic Disney gender role, it is Gaston. He's very muscular, has blue eyes, really good hair, and he has big white teeth, and these are pretty unrealistic goals. And for the realistic male role is Elon Musk. He is a technology entrepreneur, investor, and engineer. He is the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and he taught himself computer programming at age 10 and hopes to build a colony on Mars by 2040. And that's it.
All right. Thank you, Nate. Questions?
Do you have any
okay.
personal role models you look up to?
Do I?
Yeah.
Male or female? Just anybody.
Just anyone.
I guess say my dad. That'd be a pretty good role model for most males.
What about your dad?
What about him?
What about him makes a good role model?
Like, it just sets a good example, and I kind of followed in his footsteps.
So you mentioned some, possibly destructive, Disney female stereotypes. Are there any particular characters that you've observed in Disney films or movies that you think would really represent this sort of negative stereotype of and promoting unrealistic expectations?
Well, I haven't watched a lot of the movies.
Yeah.
But, like, the few I've seen, it's almost like every girl has, like, perfect skin, and she's, like, the damsel in distress, and just, like, it's just like a perfect example of what's unrealistic, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really real in today's society, anyways, I guess.
Okay. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Nate.